Imagine a place where the logic of geography seems to fade, replaced by sheer, undeniable weirdness. Welcome to Indiana. Behind its reputation as America's Corn Belt, this state hides pockets of reality that will make you raise an eyebrow. We're not just talking about city names that sound like typos, but communities living in time capsules, architecture that defies its era, and even a town that has dedicated its entire existence to a fictional character. Yes, Indiana is an eccentric history lab. On this journey, we'll explore 15 of the strangest spots in the Hoosier State, proof that true uniqueness often hides in the most unexpected places. First up, we have a town where the smell of pine trees and the holiday spirit stay strong, even in the heat of July. Santa Claus isn't just a marketing gimmick, it's a town that lives off legend. In 1856, locals were forced to rename their town after the Postal Service rejected the name Santa Fe. Since then, it's become a global magnet. Here, you'll find the Santa Claus Post Office, the only one in the world with an official Santa-themed postmark. Every year, a volunteer team called Santa's Elves responds to tens of thousands of letters from children around the world. Beyond Holiday World and Splashin' Safari, you'll spot a 22-foot-tall Santa statue standing proudly since 1935, keeping the ho-ho-ho alive among the cornfields. Meanwhile, this town might just be the weirdest of them all. Its name, French Lick, often draws laughs, but its history is serious and even a bit dark. According to records, the name comes from natural salt licks discovered by French settlers. Its main attraction in the early 20th century was Pluto water, a sulfur-smelling mineral water once claimed to cure nearly every illness. This place was the Las Vegas of the Midwest, before Las Vegas even existed. Infamous mobsters like Al Capone were known to retreat here to escape law enforcement, enjoying the hidden, illegal casinos. Yes, the town's strangeness lies in its blend of luxury and deep criminal history, creating an atmosphere that feels both elegant and mysterious as you walk its streets. Just a stone's throw from French Lick, you'll find an engineering marvel that seemed impossible for its time. Right next door stands the West Baden Springs Hotel, home to a massive domed atrium. Before the Astrodome was built in the 1960s, this was the largest unsupported interior space in the world. Built in less than a year after a devastating fire in 1901, the dome was dubbed the eighth wonder of the world. So what makes it weird? Imagine a colossal neoclassical spaceship that crash-landed in rural Indiana. The hotel once served as a military hospital during World War I and even became a Jesuit seminary before falling into disrepair and later being miraculously restored. Its existence feels like an architectural anomaly, far too grand for its remote location. Next up, if you're driving through Lawrence County, you might be surprised to spot a road sign that says Buddha. There's no grand temple or community of monks here. In fact, the name itself is a curious linguistic mystery. Local history suggests the town's name may be a play on an early settler's surname, or a local attempt to sound exotic. Yes, Buda is a tiny, uninhabited town consisting of just a few homes and farmland. Its strangeness lies in its identity contrast, a name closely associated with deep Eastern philosophy, sitting right in the heart of deeply traditional rural America. It's the kind of place where the question, "Why is it called that?" becomes the main topic for every newcomer passing through. However, compared to the previous town, Trevlac may be the most unique example of how ego or tribute can create geographical oddities. Located in Brown County, the town's name comes from a local landowner, Mr. Calvert. The twist? Residents decided to spell his name backward, Trevlac. Yes, it's not just a wordplay, but an official identity that remains to this day. This small town serves as a gateway to the natural beauty of Brown County, but its name is still the most talked about feature. Trevlac represents Indiana's quirky side, where simple acts like reversing a name can become permanent history. There's nothing particularly eventful here, but the feeling of being in a backward town adds a fun narrative for travelers. From wordplay, we jump to a community that refuses to follow the current of modern life. Entering Shipshewana feels like instantly switching your camera filter to sepia. For those unfamiliar, this is the third largest Amish population center in the United States. The oddity here isn't supernatural, it's a sociological contrast. On modern roads, you'll see horse-drawn buggies riding alongside brand new SUVs. Shipshewana is also home to a massive flea market that draws thousands of visitors each week. Yet amid the hustle and bustle of trade, the silence of the Amish community remains intact. They reject electricity and modern technology in their homes, creating a calm yet strange atmosphere for urban outsiders. Yes, this is a place where time doesn't just slow down. It seems to have stopped somewhere in the 1800s. Metamora is a living museum. If Shipshewana is a community that rejects technology out of belief, Metamora is a town trapped in the glory days of Indiana's Canal era in 1838. Here, you can still see the only remaining wooden aqueduct in the United States. What puts Metamora on the list of weird is its dedication to past aesthetics. A large water wheel still spins to grind corn, and horse-drawn canal boats still operate for tourists. This town doesn't feel like a modern place with a historic district. It feels like a historic site that just happens to still have people living in it. For history lovers with a taste for the eerie, Crawfordsville is a must-see thanks to the Montgomery County Rotary Jail. Built in 1882, this jail has a massive cylindrical design that can rotate. Why? So the jailer could stand at one door and access all the cells as they turned. It's the only mechanically operating rotary jail still in existence. Though it may sound clever, the design was eventually banned due to inmates frequently getting their limbs caught during rotation. This town's strangeness lies in its Victorian-era attempt to merge industrial progress with social control. The jail gives off a real steampunk vibe, a reminder that human innovation sometimes takes forms that are both strange and frightening. Stepping away from rotating bars, we arrive at a city literally being consumed by time and industry. Yes, in Gary, the narrative centers on fallen grandeur. Founded by U.S. Steel in 1906, this city was once a wealthy industrial hub and the birthplace of Michael Jackson. Today, however, Gary is known for its haunting urban decay. Its strangeness lies in the grand buildings now abandoned, like the City Methodist Church, which looks like the ruins of a European cathedral, or the Palace Theater, now overgrown with moss. Still, Gary is a favorite spot for photographers and post-apocalyptic filmmakers. Being here brings a strange feeling of how quickly a modern civilization can collapse. Meanwhile, Peru might sound like the name of a country in South America, but its nickname is far more unique: circus capital of the world. In the late 19th century, this town served as the winter home for major circuses like Hagenbeck Wallace. What makes it strange? In the middle of ordinary Indiana farmland, you'll find the International Circus Hall of Fame and a strong amateur circus tradition still alive among local youth. There's something odd yet charming about a town whose history is built on elephants, acrobats, and clowns. Here, the circus isn't just seasonal entertainment, it's a deep-rooted identity. Imagine elephants once bathing in the local river, a striking visual contrast to the typical Midwest scenery. Still, you could argue, no list of weird Indiana towns is complete without Gnaw Bone. Located at a crossroads in Brown County, the name literally means gnaw bone. There are many legends about its origin, ranging from starving settlers to a mispronunciation of the French word Narbonne. Though small on paper, Gnaw Bone has huge cultural appeal thanks to its wildly eccentric name. Here, you'll find coffee shops selling souvenirs proudly displaying the town's name. Its weirdness lies in how a name that sounds rough and primitive became a beloved identity. In the bigger picture, Gnaw Bone serves as a reminder that in Indiana, a name alone can be the biggest tourist attraction, no matter how tiny the place. Moving from a gritty name to a town with its own rules, we head to a settlement with a unique setup. Story is the definition of a private town. Founded in 1851, it saw a steep population decline until the entire town was purchased and turned into the Story Inn. So technically, the whole town is one single inn. Its strangeness doesn't stop there. Story is known as one of the most haunted places in Indiana, especially due to the legend of the Blue Lady, said to appear if you turn on the blue light in one of the rooms. The town has no reliable cell service, adding to its isolated from the world vibe. Yes, Story is a place where the line between commercial property and historic town blurs, creating an atmosphere that's both extremely exclusive and undeniably eerie. How about this town? Loogootee is the kind of name that'll tie your tongue in knots if you're seeing it for the first time. It's known to be a unique blend of two early town figures, Thomas Lowe and his wife, whose maiden name was Gootie. Its uniqueness lies in how the town preserved that name, despite the American tendency toward more uniform city naming. Loogootee is home to both Amish and non-Amish communities living side by side in harmony. For travelers, the main attraction is the town sign, often photographed for its quirky charm. Loogootee represents the sweet side of Indiana's weirdness, a tribute to family legacy that became an unforgettable geographic identity. Then there's the Candy Kingdom hidden in Indiana's quiet corners. Yes, Wakarusa is well known for its maple syrup festival, but the real oddity lies in its old-fashioned general store downtown that sells thousands of types of candy, especially its iconic jelly bean-shaped gum. The town feels like a real-life Wes Anderson film, neat, ultra-traditional, yet oddly obsessed with sweets. Wakarusa holds tight to its small-town American identity, but with a sprinkle of eccentricity in every festival. Its name comes from a Native American word meaning knee-deep in mud, a funny contrast to its current image of sugar-coated perfection. To close out the list, we have a town called Culver. It's home to Culver Academies, an elite military boarding school with architecture that looks like it was lifted straight from an English castle. Its strangeness lies in the atmosphere of old money prestige, like a scene from Dead Poets Society, relocated to northern Indiana. Here, you'll see mounted cavalry troops, the Black Horse Troop, that often appear in U.S. presidential inaugurations. The contrast between the rural life around it and the grandeur of what feels like a military Hogwarts creates a distinctly unique vibe. Culver is where rigid military tradition meets the beauty of Lake Maxinkuckee, ending our journey with an unexpected touch of grandeur. After exploring 15 destinations from Santa Claus to Culver, one thing is clear. Indiana is not just a flat state you pass through on the way to Chicago. This state is a mosaic of eccentric dreams, poetic industrial failures, and stubborn historical preservation. Every town we've covered carries a spirit that refuses to be ordinary, proving that a place's identity isn't just built from concrete, but from the weird stories passed down over time. In the end, Indiana teaches us to look closer at the street signs and old buildings we pass. Now, after seeing this other side of the Hoosier State, a question arises. If a town could choose to be as weird as it wants, what actually makes a place normal? And are you brave enough to find the weirdness hiding in your own hometown?